Well, ladies and gentlemen, honorees, esteemed guests, and cherished members of the Greater Washington Area Historical Society, I'm Sam Praviti, the president of the society, and I'm also the proud supervisor of Washington Township. I'd like to welcome you all to the 197th anniversary celebration of Washington Township. Why 197? I've been hearing that all week. My goal is to do this every year to build up to our 200th anniversary in 2027. So not only by doing that, but we'd also like to spotlight businesses and special residents of our township each year going forward. It is an honor and a privilege to stand before you today surrounded by the rich tapestry of history that defines our beloved Greater Washington Area community. As we gather here nestled in the historic Abbey on Main, we are reminded of the enduring legacy left by those who came before us for nearly 2 centuries. Our township has been a beacon of strength, resilience, and progress. From its humble beginnings to a vibrant community it is today, Washington Township stands as a testament to its pioneering spirit of its residents with its rich rural character. Today, as we mark the significant milestones in our township's history, we also celebrate the vision and leadership of George Washington, whom our township is named after. His legacy serves as a consistent reminder of our values that continue to guide us: integrity, courage, and a steadfast commitment to common good. As president of the Washington Historical Society, I'm deeply honored to play a role in preserving and promoting the rich heritage of our community. Together, we have a responsibility to safeguard our history, ensuring that future generations will continue to be inspired by the stories of those who came before us and protect our rich rural character. In the spirit of unity and camaraderie, let us use this anniversary as an opportunity to reflect on our shared past, celebrate our present achievements, and envision a future filled with promise and possibility. Together, we continue to build upon the foundation laid by our forebear, forging a legacy that will endure for generations to come. So let us raise our glasses in celebration of Washington Township, its remarkable history, and the bright future that lies ahead. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight in this momentous occasion, and the pride that we may continue to honor the spirit of our community with pride, passion, and purpose. I don't have a glass, so cheers. Cheers to Washington Township and to many, many more years of prosperity and progress in Washington Township. And thank you all, and God bless you all. Welcome everyone again to our 197th anniversary of Washington Township at the Abbey. I'd like to give a big round of applause to Pamela's Catering. We have Francine back here. Thank you for the wonderful food. And I'd like to thank Jeff and Lisa Rapp, this beautiful building that they renovated and brought back to life here in downtown Romeo. Thank you. I'd like to acknowledge a few elected officials in the room. We have our treasurer of Washington Township, Mike Nicely, who's taking pictures. I'd like to thank him for doing the pictures tonight. Thanks. I have our trustee, Dennis Stevenson's here as well. Bruce Township Supervisor Mike Philbrook is here. Thank you for coming. Interesting note that Bruce Township originally was part of Washington Township for the first 6 years, and then they broke off of us, so technically they're still part of Washington. And then we have Dr. Robinson from Romeo Community Schools. Thank you very much for coming. I'd also, since we're talking historic, I'd like to talk about 2 of my predecessors. We have Gary Kirsch here, former supervisor of Washington Township. Thank you for coming. And we got Mr. Paul Polijan as well, the former supervisor. Thank you for coming. I'm honored tonight, one of our special guests is Don Brown, our county commissioner, if he could come up and say a couple words. Thanks. You might have to raise the mic.
Thank you very much. It's such a wonderful event to be here and see so many friends and old friends at that. You know, seeing Supervisor Poljan. I was a young trustee back in 1988 when I ran for township trustee, and he was a mentor to me, and I appreciate that. And all the other former boards that have past and present are doing a good job managing this township. You know, Washington Township has a proud heritage. Macomb County was founded by Alexander Macomb, who was a hero from the War of 1812. And he was bequeathed the county of Macomb in 1818. And 9 years later, surveys found Washington Township, and Washington Township was established, you know, as a township. And there's been a lot of changes through all those years. And Washington Township to now faces challenges of growth, as every other community has in the past. And it's important we have leaders who are committed to the community, like the past supervisors that were mentioned, and supervisors like Sam Praviti and his board that are trying to maintain the rural character that makes us unique, that helps all of our property values maintain, as well as have some growth for other things that we all need in our community. And I'm glad to be a part of it as a county commissioner managing the budget for Macomb County. I'm a partner. I like to be a partner with the township, to work with them to get the things that we need to improve the quality of life for everyone here, for this generation and the future generations. So someday they'll look back and say, no, they did all right back then. So I'm really happy to be here, and we've got some awards that we'll present on behalf of the Board of Commissioners. And without further ado, I'll turn it back over to you, Sam.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce our state representative, Josh Shriver, if he'd like to come up for a minute. I don't know where he's at. Oh, there you go. Might have to raise the mic for you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Joshua Shriver. I'm your state representative. I'm honored to be here. I'm thankful to Sam for organizing this wonderful event, having me here. I'm just thinking, 197 years, this is a pretty impressive event for 197 years. It makes me think, wow, what's it going to be like for number 200? So Sam said that there's probably going to be some fireworks, a parade, so we got to hold him to it, and we get something to look forward to in 2027. So and again, I'm honored to be here. My name is Joshua Shriver. I'm your state representative, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. God bless you.
I'd like to, so if WBRW can get ready for the 5-minute video. So I'd like to thank the committee that helped me put this together. We have Patty Rapuan, who's our township assessor. I'd like to thank her for her help. Rachel Wandry, who's also a Varellan. I don't know if there's any Varellans in the house. Dennis Stevenson's helped me. I'd like to thank him as well. And then, of course, my right and left arm, Terry Goike and Sherry Allen, I'd like to thank them for all their work. They've cut me. So if we could bear with you for a few minutes, Terry has put together a video of a montage of photos of the Historical Society over the years.
I said, remember this moment in the back of my mind. The time we stood with our shaking hands, the crowds in stands went wild. We were the kings and the queens, and they read off our names. The night you danced like you knew our lives would never be the same. You held your head like a hero on a history book page. It was the end of a decade, but the start of an age. Long live the walls we crashed through, all the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. I said, the kings and the queens. You traded your baseball cap for a crown. When they gave us our trophies and we held them up for our town, and the cynics were outraged, screaming, "This is absurd." 'Cause for a moment a band of thieves in ripped up jeans got to rule the world. Long live the walls we crashed through, all the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. I'm not afraid. Long live all the mountains we moved. I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. I was screaming, long live that look on your face, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. Hold on to spinning around, the confetti falls to the ground. May these memories break our fall. Take a moment, promise me this, that you'll stand by me forever. But if God forbid fate should step in and force us into a goodbye, if you have children someday, when they point to the pictures, please tell them my name. Tell them how the crowds went wild. Tell them how I hope they shine. Long live the walls we crashed through. I had the time of my life with you. Long, long live the walls we crashed through. How the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. And I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. I'm not afraid. Singing, long live all the mountains we moved. I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. And long, long live that look on your face, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Terry, for putting this together. How many Taylor Swift fans out there? We got Taylor Swift. Tonight, we're honored to spotlight 6 honorees at our celebration tonight. The first one, the Greater Washington Area Historical Society wanted to spotlight a community supporter. No one exemplifies this as much as Pete and Zoe's Sarah Mittis. For the past 32 years, Romeo has been cherished home for Pete and Zoe and their family. Throughout this time, they have not only raised 3 daughters, but they have also been deeply involved in the family business since its inception in 1992. Pete has always been renowned for his tireless work ethic, wearing numerous hats within the family business. Alongside owning the restaurant, he takes on the role of leading the kitchen team and overseeing the back of the house staff. While he may not always be visible in the dining room, Pete can often be found in the kitchen, diligently ensuring that every meal is executed to perfection. He starts his day by turning on the lights in the morning, and he's often the last to leave at night, a testament to his unwavering dedication. Meanwhile, Zoe has taken a step back in the past year and a half, prioritizing her role as a full-time grandmother to her sweet grandson and 2 more grandchildren on the way. Despite this, she still finds time to manage the dining room during the week and assist at the carryout station on the weekends, embodying the family commitment to their business and community. The Washington Romeo community has always felt like an extended family to Pete and Zoe and their family, and they hold the family values close to their hearts, both within the restaurant and in the personal lives. They are deeply committed to supporting their community, recognizing that their small business thrives on the ongoing support from the people of Washington and Romeo and the surrounding areas. So, again, on a personal note, Pete and Zoe are always, they give their heart, they wear their heart on their shoulder. They're always giving to every community, every organization here in Washington, Romeo, and the surrounding areas. The Historical Society, obviously, we're great friends to the Historical Society, so we'd like to present this award. I'd like to call up Pete and Zoe to accept this award. We made it out to the whole family as the Community Supporter of the Year for the Greater Washington Area Historical Society. I'd like to call Don Brown and State Representative Shriver also have something for you guys as well. So, no, thanks, oops. Yeah, that's, I don't know if you want to say it.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry, I'll let you.
Drum roll. Thank you so much for everything you've done. So much. Like I said earlier. You know, when you come to Romeo and you're driving down Van Dyke, you've been out of town a little bit, you feel reassured when you see the lights on at your restaurant. You know you're home when you see them, and very good. You make everyone feel like family when you come in for breakfast. I'm often there for breakfast, but you know, but very good. And many years of success to you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm sure. Just picture if you want.
Yeah.
We can take a picture.
Good evening, and thank you so much on behalf of my husband and myself. We are truly honored and so humbled by this community award. I look at the community as a puzzle, and whether you're a business, small or large, sponsoring an event or donating, or a volunteer that's given their time 3 days a week or an hour a month, or maybe a friend, just like we have so many here this evening that are purchasing a raffle ticket or a ticket to the event. We are all pieces to the puzzle, whether we're large or small. When they're all connected, the outcome is remarkable, and that's what this community is all about. So thank you for allowing us to be a small piece to this great puzzle. Thank you.
We can take a picture. How do you want it? Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay, next, the committee voted this year for Business of the Year. So this year, I'd like to read about them before we announce it. So David Johnson is the CEO of Johnson Thermal Inc. and Washington Investment Corp. Originally from Fraser, Michigan, Dave's journey is a testament to his passion for fixing things and unraveling the mysteries of machinery from a young age. In 1976, Dave completed the Climate Control Technology course at Macomb Community College, laying the foundation for his future endeavors, relocating to Washington Township with his wife and 2 children in 1985. Dave ventured into the world of self-employment. The year 1985 marked the establishment of his heating and cooling business. Dave's business has been a family endeavor as his wife, Sharon, does the bookkeeping, and he works with his son David and son-in-law Jonathan Tardif. Dave acquired the Weir Block building at 58540 Van Dyke, showcasing his commitment to preserving its charm and history through a meticulous renovation. Beyond his entrepreneurial pursuits, Dave's dedication extends to his role as a devoted Christian, placing family and community service at the forefront of his priorities. On a personal note, the Historical Society also is very indebted to him. The Historical Society had a very huge, old, outdated boiler system, and through his company's help, not only modernized it, which saved us thousands of dollars in annual heating costs, but actually gave us more room in the Historical Museum to store more historical stuff in there. So with that, I'd like to present the 2024 Business of the Year to Johnson Thermal Temp and present it to Dave Johnson and his family. And then I think, oh, sorry, you have yours. Sorry.
Holy smokes.
This is from myself and Representative Jamie Green. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Well, thank you.
And David, thank you. You've been to my homes many times, and
Yes.
it's like having family come over and take care of your heating and cooling problems. And you've been a good man and a good friend in the community for a long time, and we're just so glad that you're here and you get this worthy of this recognition. The Board of Commissioners also passed a resolution recognizing you as well, and take this and hang this on your wall with your other accolades. But I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much.
You're welcome.
I want to thank you all for everything. I feel humbled by all this, and I didn't expect this at all. And it's been a great place to live and raise our family, and I couldn't do it without my wife. And thank you very much.
God bless.
Thank you.
You stood in the middle of the collar. Give him the picture. Oops. Thank you so much. The Buddha Society. Okay, this next group is our Organization of the Year. They're a great friend of the Historical Society for many, many years. The Beta Sigma Phi was founded in 1931 with headquarters in Kansas City, Missouri. It is the largest organization in the world with over 5,000 chapters. The founder was Walter W. Ross. Laura Wingfield Ross is the granddaughter of the founder, and she's currently the president of the Executive Council of Beta Sigma Phi. The chapter here locally is Preceptor Delta Beta of Romeo of Beta Sigma Phi. Preceptor Delta Beta's objective is to provide for neighboring communities assistance with donations for bordering communities in order for them to achieve self-sufficiency and financial independence. The following organizations and other community services and projects that the Preceptor Delta Beta were able to assist are ourselves, the Washington Museum, and as you'll see probably on the sign, they've actually donated the main sign marker in front of the Historical Museum, and also with our annual generosity contributions to our museum. Starkweather Art Center, the Samaritan House, Veterans Hospital downtown, the Capuchin Monastery, and Blue Star Service Dogs. The Preceptor Delta Beta Sorority is proud to be help and hopes to bring awareness to others to facilitate their neighboring communities and will continue to provide support in any way they can. The members of the Delta Beta are their president, Barbara Marshall, president, if they like to come on up, Barbara Shemansky, treasurer, Diane Kay, secretary, Deanna Wozniak, vice president, Laura Dimmer, corresponding secretary, and then members Barbara Schmidt, Angela Doan, and Linda Hack. So I'd like to present the 2024 Organization of the Year to the Preceptor Delta Beta Sorority for all their generosity to the community and to the Washington Historical Museum. If they'd like to come on up. Congratulations. And then Don's got something.
Thank you for many years of support to the Historical Society and so much in our community. You deserve many accolades, and you often do many things without notice. We appreciate you. And Board of Commissioners, again, pass this resolution as well in your honor for your whole group. So thank you so much and continued success.
Okay, can I say something? Yes. Okay.
As long as it's clean.
I had to get permission to see if I could say something.
Of course.
And he said, for sure. So right now, at this time, can you all hear me? Good. At this time, we have 8 members that we do all these things and then some. And I would not be able to be their president and be part of this organization if it wasn't for the work of these women. And what I'm more thankful for than anything is that we all, most of the time, have the health and the means to be able to help, particularly the museum and every other place that comes to us and asks for help. We raise our money through charity poker through the state of Michigan. We do it twice a year, and this enables us to be able to give to the museum and to so many other organizations. So if you would just bear with me a minute, I would like to thank these people individually. Please stand up when I call your name. My Vice President, Deanna Wozniak. Treasurer, Barbara Szymanski. Secretary, Diane. Can you believe that I forgot that girl's name? Oh, the guys that helped me out. Kay. And the corresponding secretary, Laura Dimmer. And the rest of the girls that are not officers help in any way they can to keep this organization going, to help so many people. And that is Angela Doan, Linda Hackey, and Barbara Schmidt. Thank you, the people of Washington. Thank you for all being here. And believe me, when that letter came to me, I read it 3 times. And then I gave it to my husband. I said, is this true? He said, that's what it says. So thank you all. I'll see you.
She may need some help. No, I'm joking. Let me take this one out first.
Getting it down after the third one. Getting it down.
Okay, our next award is the Centurion Award honoree. In June of 1920, Henry Verellen and his wife Lena, along with his brother Ed and his wife Teresa, purchased 80 acres of land on Van Dyke and 29 Mile Road, hence starting the orchard known as Verellen Orchards. They planted apple and peach trees. In 1945, Henry and Lena purchased an additional 20 acres across the street from their homestead on Van Dyke and planted more apple trees as well as peaches, plums, pears, and grapes. Henry and Lena's son, Robert, took over the business around 1955. He and his wife, Winifred, had 6 children. Active in their community, Henry was a member of the Romeo School Board, Robert was president of Farm Bureau, and also served as trustee of Washington Township for many years. In 1970, Robert and Winifred's second oldest son, Bill, took over the orchard and formed a partnership with his father. Bill and his wife, Ellen, added the cider mill to press fresh cider and the bakery for donuts, pies, and muffins. Verellen Orchards, operated by the Verellen family, has been for over 100 years and is still going strong. We are very thankful for their patronage of the community and the surrounding area throughout the years. On a Side note, when I first got elected supervisor, they had just celebrated their 100th anniversary, so I was all excited to go there and present them a proclamation from the township, but COVID was happening, so we all had our masks on. So we had WBRW there filming, we took a picture for the local paper. I removed my mask to be in the picture, and I got criticized very severely on social media. So but I assure you, I did have the mask on before and after. But without further ado, I don't know if there's any Varellans in the house, but we'd like to present. We'd like to call out. We'd like to present the 2024 Centurion honoree, the Varellan Orchards, if they would come up and present it.
You know, Varellans represents the heritage of Washington Township. There are many, many orchards around our community. As things have changed in our townships, but some things remain true, and we're so glad that you and your family continue the tradition that's been established here for generations, and we hope you'll be here for many more decades to come. And again, the Board of Commissioners recognizes you again, too, with this special recognition, and we wish you continued success.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Did you want to say
Go ahead. I'll say a couple of words. My dad's a man of few words, so I'll say a couple of words. I just think about what the township was like in 1920 when my great-grandfather, Henry Varellan, started the business. You know, Van Dyke was a dirt road, and they probably waited hours for a car to come by and get some business, right? And then, of course, he handed the business down to my grandfather, Robert Varellan, and then to my dad, you know. So this award is thanks to the hard work and dedication of Henry Robert and, you know, my dad, the hardest working man I know, so.
Just wanted to thank everybody for their support over 100+ years. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
We could take a picture real quick. Yeah. Next, we have our 2024 Youth Ambassador honoree. This year, the Historical Society has chosen Dana Hepner. Dana embarked on her journey in education back in 1994 when she began her career as a teacher at Battle Creek Public Schools. In 1997, she made the decision to relocate to Washington Township area after getting married, and shortly after, she was welcomed into the community by the Romeo Community Schools. Over the years, she has held various roles within the school district, starting as a classroom teacher at Amanda Moore, Hamilton Parson, and Washington Elementary. In 2015, she took on the new challenge as elementary math instructional coach from Romeo, where she worked tirelessly with teachers across all elementary schools to enhance math education. Her dedication and passion for education did not go unnoticed, as she was bestowed with the honor of being named the principal of Washington Elementary in 2018. Outside of her professional life, she finds joy and fulfillment in her family, alongside with her husband, Brad, and they have nurtured and raised two wonderful sons, finding their greatest happiness in witnessing the growth and development into exceptional individuals. Together, they share a love of golfing, hiking, and exploring new destinations through travel. Dana has been also a great member of our Historical Society, and we're always knocking on the door next door for her help, and we really appreciate all she does for the Historical Society. And with that, I'd like to present, I think we have some people here from Romeo Community Schools as well. I'd like to present the 2024 Youth Ambassador Honoree, Dana Hauptner. To present this.
Congratulations again. Thanks so much for all the help and support you've been. And again, here's recognition from the Macomb County Board of Commissioners for all the work that you've done and will continue to do, we hope, on behalf of the museum. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This is such a delightful honor. I get up every morning and I go to work with the most amazing administrative staff and teaching staff that I've ever known. And it's such a blessing because I get to work with really our greatest community resource, and that is our children. And, you know, child rearing is different. Kids are different than they were 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. But in so many ways, they remain the same. They need love and patience and care and kindness, and they need to be taught how to problem solve and right their wrongs and become great, productive members of our society. So I feel truly blessed that I get to spend my days, this sounds weird, with the youth of our community, because they are truly, truly amazing little people. Thank you.
Our last honoree is a Lifetime Achievement Award to Ira James Holcomb. And his wife Jean embarked on a journey of historical preservation in 1972 when they purchased the condemned 1843 Wells Birdhouse in Washington Township, Michigan, making the beginning of Jim's lifelong dedication to preserving local history. Over the past 50 years, Jim has meticulously renovated and maintained the Wells Birdhouse, played a key role in establishing and leading the Greater Washington Area Historical Society, and transformed the old Washington High School into the Washington Historical Museum. Jim's efforts included moving his family into a trailer during the renovations and securing the high school for the museum through the community collaboration. Under Jim's leadership, the museum flourished with new exhibits and programs such as the John Dyer Hurden Boy Scout Room and the annual George Washington Birthday Party and Art Contest. He and Jean coordinated successful fundraisers like the Super Sunday Art and Craft Show and engaged their family in supporting historical society events. Jim's contribution extended beyond the museum. He partnered with organizations to recognize local historical figures, including William Austin Burt, and secured grants for building repairs and improvements. Throughout this tenure, Jim's handyman skills and project management acumen were instrumental in maintaining the museum's integrity. Jim's dedication and service were recognized with awards like the Macomb County Volunteer of the Year and the Alexander Macomb Award. After stepping down as president in 2023, Jim continues to support the Society as treasurer. His unwavering commitment to preserving Washington Township's heritage has earned him respect and admiration from this community and from fellow historians. Most recently, Jim also received the Historical Society of Michigan's Distinguished Volunteer Service Award. So, with that, we have, Jim couldn't be here tonight due to a family obligation, but we have Claire here, his granddaughter here, who's a music and teacher, band director at Notre Dame Prep, here to accept the award on his behalf. So I'd like to call her up.
You know, I never refer to him as Jim Holcomb. He's always Mr. Holcomb because in 1976, when we moved out here for the first time, we've made good friends with his sons, Jim and Matt Holcomb, and their daughter, their sister, Liz. And we were friends, best friends. And but Mr. Holcomb was always a strong, silent type, always revered him. and obviously so. And look at all the things that he's done throughout his career, managing a family, managing that Octagon House, which is a labor of love and more labor than love sometimes. But he maintained it, but he still found time to dedicate himself to the historical preservation of our township. You look through the montage that they put together. You saw Jim in most all those pictures. He was there throughout the whole time, and he's left a legacy for us to all enjoy for future generations. And glad to see the second generation coming along to help out and carry on the tradition. But he's a good man. He's one of the good people of Washington Township, and he's a real treasure. And it's too bad he couldn't be here tonight, but he's with us in spirit with his family here. So I'm very proud to give him some small recognition on behalf of the Board of Commissioners. So you take that with him and give him my regards.
Good evening, everyone. Like Sam said, my name is Claire. I'm Jim's granddaughter, and he just asked me to share a couple words on his behalf this evening. I am honored to have been selected for this award, and I'm sorry that I cannot be here for the presentations for the other award winners who are being recognized for their significant achievements. I share this recognition with many other individuals, but most importantly, with my wife, Jean, who wanted to attend a meeting at the Octagon House in 1973 to discuss how to save the old Washington School. One idea led to another, and the Greater Washington Area Historical Society became a reality whose purpose was to save the building and establish a museum for the community. We have artifacts and exhibits at the museum from over 200 families in the area. Next year, the Society will celebrate 50 years. Thank you for this recognition, and thank you for your support. Let's do a picture.
Thank you so much. Oops. I absolutely will. Thank you, sir. Oh, your phone. Okay, with that, I have to say I had to fill pretty big shoes with Jim Holcomb. Last year, he kind of convinced me to run for president of the Historical Society, which my wife just found out tonight that I was elected to last year, which I've kept a secret. But but she knows I'm involved greatly. With that, we are doing great things with the Historical Society. We have a golf outing June 13th at Greystone. We also have our Super Sunday, which is coming up June 2nd at the museum, and also the Octagon House will have events there, so everyone's welcome to come out. We're trying to make it bigger and better since COVID every year. We do have a raffle, so we're going to try to do that maybe in about half an hour. We'll have the band start up a little bit. Again, I want to thank you all. God bless you all for coming and supporting us and supporting the honorees, and thank you all for all you do. God bless. Thanks.